If you've been wondering what investments you should be buying during this market downturn, don't worry, I've got you covered. I went from $40,000 in debt to millionaire at 30, and now I'm teaching you guys everything I know. Now, before we get into the specific investments, I wanted to give you guys a quick market update. Now, the market's been a little bit all over the place this week. That's nothing to stress about because this is actually pretty normal when we have a week that is followed by a long weekend. Typically, there's less trading, so volume is down, and that means prices can swing more. But if you're investing for the long term, remember all these little ups and downs in the short term, they don't really matter because over the long term, the stock market as a whole has always gone up. And that's why we don't stock pick. Even the OG of investing says the majority of people should not be buying individual stocks. So what do you do instead? This is where things like ETFs and index funds come in. One of the most popular ones is VOO, which is an S&P 500 index fund. A similar fund in Canada would be VFV. Buying into this fund would make you a part owner in 500 of some of the biggest and best companies in America. However, with this fund, you're actually missing out on small cap and mid-cap stocks, meaning smaller and mid-sized companies. This is not the total US market, which is why I think an even better pick could be something like VTI, because VTI gives you exposure to the total US market. Small companies, mid-sized companies, and large companies. You know, your girl loves diversification. That is how we keep our money safe, by not putting all of our eggs in one basket. I never want to be overexposed to one company, one country, or one industry. And that is why I also really like this investment, VT, because you get everything that you would get inside of VTI, the total US market, plus international. Just because the US has been a world leader for returns in the past doesn't mean that it's going to continue doing so in the future. And for me, I don't know if I want all of my eggs, all of my savings, all of my money in one country's basket, because within cycles, things change, trends change. A similar investment in Canada would be something called VEQT. Now, we need to understand that not every investment is right for every person, and not every investment is right for every goal. So this is just a starting point for your research, not a recommendation to buy these specific funds. If you want to learn more about investing and how to spot opportunities and how to actually build your finances to a point where you can safely invest even in a recession, I've made something for you. Go and check my link in bio. It's the first link. It's called How to Get Rich in a Recession Masterclass. It's absolutely free. Go and grab your spot now.